I bought more Blitzo 3s.
That's not what I meant to do.
What is going on, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. I haven't done a video in a while and I apologize. I just had so much going on, but I'm back. And behind me is my S14. And no, I'm not back in Cairns. This is down in Brisbane now. Like I said, I haven't done a video in a while, but basically I've sold the Falcon. And I've got my S14 down as my daily. Now, I made a video on selling the Falcon, but I wasn't happy with it. It was boring, I didn't want to post it, and I was just, yeah, I didn't want to do videos. But, the 14 is back. I had to do so much work to this thing, and I just wasn't filming it because it was my daily and I needed a car. So, last time we touched this, we replaced the fender with this one, thanks to Michael. And we did tie rods. I thought it was just a tie rod, but it turned out that the caster arm bracket was also bent, so shout out to Casey. I got a new one with that, swapped it all out. And then the ball joint as well, replaced the lower control arm off my S15 because they're the same cars. But our problem here is this wheel from the accident of the previous owner is very buckled. So it's got quite a bit of death wobbles when you're driving over 80. Obviously this doesn't have an alignment, but I've just done an eyeball alignment. But today we are putting new wheels on this car. So the question is, what wheels do we put on a car that I kind of want to keep stockish? Well, that's what I said I was going to do, and I may have changed my mind. So as you know, oh my gosh, this sun is so bright right now. So as you know, I'm a big fan of a specific wheel that gets a lot of hate on the internet because of how expensive they are. So I thought, what wheel could I get now that I have this wheel here? Like, anything else is like a downgrade. I bought more Blitzo 3s. Now, like I said, I wanted to keep that S14 stock-ish, but I just decided that I'm going to keep it stock-ish. I'm going to respray it, and I'm going to put it on some cool wheels, cool coilovers, maybe a front mount and a catback exhaust, because I don't even count them as mods. So I picked up these wheels from Japan on Yahoo auctions through Jesse Streeter, so shout out to Jesse for helping me again. And I've just gotten the tyres fitted today. Unfortunately, I just realised then after the tyres were mounted that they sent me the wrong sizes. I wanted a 235/40 and they've sent me a 235/45. So the sidewalls look a bit funny because they're a bit big, but honestly I really don't care. So my plan with these wheels is I got them for a pretty good deal on Yahoo auctions. They're not the best specs, but that's okay because they're 3-piece wheels. The good thing about 3-piece wheels, as you know, is you can rebuild them. So, plan for this car is when it's getting resprayed, I'm going to rebuild these wheels. I might chrome the centers and obviously build them to a bigger offset. So I really don't care about the tire size for now. I'm going to get replaced, and this is still my daily driver. So to counter these not good specs, we need spacers. I ordered a few different size spacers in here, and I've also got some from previously, and as you can see they're all dirty because everything I own got flooded last year and I didn't clean it all. But anyway, when you're running spacers, it is a good idea to get extended studs. Basically you can run like a 3mm spacer on your studs, and that's okay. Anything over that, you should be getting extended studs. I personally run like a 10mm spacer, I think it was, on stock studs. I wouldn't recommend it though, but we're gonna do this properly, so I'm gonna have to knock my old studs out, and that way I can muck around, get some idea for fitment. Now, another thing for that is a guard roller. So thank you, Anthony, for letting me use your guard roller for the weekend. I really need to buy one, but the amount of times I've used one, I should have bought one, but anyway. I'm just gonna go for a roll, like a roll in the guard. I'm not gonna be going crazy, I'm not gonna be hammering or anything, because these I do want to keep this car stock if I can. So as you can see, we've still got the stock guard here. And the amount of times I have rolled the guards of a stock S chassis and everyone goes, oh, you can't do that. I literally don't care. It's my car. I can do whatever I want. And if you roll them, you can actually just pop them back. But yeah, I did. My S15 had stock guards, my S13 had stock guards. We actually cut them up, which was hilarious. It's your car. Do whatever you want to it. Don't let people... I mean, gosh, I got Blitz 03s for my daily that has paint fade and a purple panel. Like, I can't wait to hear what people say, but it doesn't matter. It is your car, so do whatever you want to it. And don't listen to what people have to say, because people suck. So anyway, that's the first step. I'm going to roll the guards, and then that way I can take the stock coilovers out. I've got some nice MCA coilovers for it. So MCA are actually based in Brisbane now. Oh, sorry, they always have been, but I'm based in Brisbane now. So I literally just drove down and placed an order. It was super cool, really nice, like professional. They give you all the specs, all the recommendations. Like, you really get what you pay for. So I'm keen to try these because, yeah, they're quite an expensive coilover, but I'm sick of just taking shortcuts, and I've dailied this thing when it was on coilovers and slammed on the ground, and they weren't the best coilovers, and it was not a fun experience. My back still hates me for it. So I opted for the Pro Comfort coilovers. So this will give us adjustability, it'll give us clearance, but also it should maintain the stock feel, because that's what I want to do with this direction of the car. So without further ado, I'm going to jack the car up and start rolling guards, and yeah, let's get into it. Alright, the car is now lifted. I've got my guard roller here. So how a guard roller works, if you don't know, if you've never stanced a car before and you're boring, take that off. You get these, go on your stud. They got a little concave ring, and that way the your lug nut of choice can go on there. Now you don't need to do all of these, but it is good practice. Basically what you want to do is you want to go down, you want to find your arch, you want to go about maybe that much clearance, whatever the rim diameter is, and then you slowly go to the center, bring it up, and then you want to slowly wind it, get it tighter, and you can see that curve get small, and that's literally it. Tighter, and slowly work your way back and forth until you get that lip up. So I'm not going to bore you by showing you the whole video. I'm just going to do maybe a time lapse of this one guard. So let's have fun. So I've been mucking around with it for a bit now, and as you can see, the lip is nice and folded up. What I like to do is start with this, and then just finesse it a bit with a hammer, if you may. Look at how dirty this car is. So now we've got to do this 3 more times. I'm just gonna skip to that, and bam. Whoa, they've all been done now. Oh, if only it was that easy. Alright, so now all of the wheel arches have been rolled. Persuaded them with a hammer because I really don't care about the paint because it's gonna get resprayed anyway. So they're all ready for the wheels to be mounted now. So I was mucking around with fitment with different spaces and stuff like that. And I think for now I'm just going to run a 10mm spacer. Remember at the start of the video how I said you should run extended studs if you're running anything more than 10? Well, anyway, I'm about to do exactly that. And then I'm going to mount the wheels on. I'm going to put the coilovers in. And it's going to lower the car, obviously, and with S chassis, when you lower the car, it cambers in. So this is the fitment currently. So I should put extended studs on, but I kind of want to go to Matsuri because that's on at the moment. So I'm going to just change the coilovers, see how it sits for now, because I'm going to adjust the heights once the coilovers set. and then I've got different spacers, etc. that I muck around with. So I might do the studs another day. I was also planning on painting the calipers today too, but I found out that my rears are seized, which is amazing, so I'm gonna have to buy new calipers. But also, how funny is this? If you know S14 or S15s, you should know that it should say Nissan here. And the previous owner has actually sanded it down to get the writing, to get clearance for the wheels, because they were so close. So that's actually hilarious. I only noticed that recently. But I think I might order some new calipers for this, maybe some Willwoods or some 326, because I think it'll look cool. But the next thing to do is rip the stock coilovers out and put the new ones in. So let's do that. Oh my god, that does not feel good. Thank god. I got that feeling. That's not what I meant to do. Well, I just bent that hard line, didn't I? Sick. That'll bend back, it's good. So I got the old one out. Definitely seen better days. She's a bit, how you going? These are the new ones here, the MCAs. I guess I'll take this out and have a look at the heights. They're probably gonna be this, no, okay, so they're a bit lower already, which is perfect because, okay, they're actually a lot lower. Those are the bolts there, so it's gonna give me, Jesus, it's gonna slam it by this much, which is probably perfect anyway. Oh well, I'm just gonna throw it in because that's what I like to do with coilovers, and I will figure it out after. Alright, so I was mucking around for ages, but I got the coilover in. I kind of mucked around with the heights a bit. I said I wasn't going to do it. Also forgot to film it, so that was cool. But you're just going to have to take my word. There's a few plates. Perfect timing. There's a few plates like this for your brakes, hardline and stuff like that. So I'm assuming that will go bolt on there. I definitely didn't bend my hardline when I took the coilover off by accident. I'm gonna muck around and put these on, and then I'll do the other side. Okay, so the fronts are done. I've got dirt all over my face, which looks funny. Moving on to the rears. You've got your parcel shelf here. I've already taken the tray off. 2 bolts on top of there. The rears on S chassis is super easy, so I used a trim remover tool, which is amazing. Still broke a bolt, which I love that. And then there's 2 12s or 13s, I can't remember, on top. And then this is still the factory coil over here. Then it should have, I believe this is a 17. So we're gonna take that off, push it off, and then basically swap it out. So yeah, we get into that. So now all the coilovers are in, so we got the fronts in, they're a bit of mucking around, and we got the rears in as well. The parcel shelf's all out still. Very nice looking coilover, if I do say so myself. The next step now is something that's very looked over when putting spacers on, something as simple as spacers. See how we've got little bits of surface rust here? got a Y wheel on a drill because you want the surface, the mating surface to be completely flat, otherwise you will get wobbles. Even the tiniest bit of rust can throw off the car completely. I've already done this side here, looks really nice. Still gonna muck around with the spacer sizes and see what works. I'm not gonna do the studs today, and I'm not gonna paint the calipers anymore because, like I said, these are seized, which is amazing. Just more money I have to spend on this damn car. But we've been smashing it out. Liam's here.
Helping.
He's been helping. Honestly, like, this is a two-person job. Like, there's just so much stuff where you just need a second person. So I'm gonna go around, finish off making all of the surfaces look like that. Then I can throw the spacers on. I've got some 25mm bolt-on spacers. Like I said, the wheels, the specs are not that great. I really don't like using bolt-on spacers because they can be painful to get off. But I'm gonna get the wheels rebuilt anyway, so I just thought for now that'll be a temporary fix. And I'm very interested to see the fitment. I wanted to run a heap of camber in the fronts, that way they would clear with the tyre sidewall. I just want to see how the heights sit for now, get it on the ground. So I'm going to wire wheel these, and then I will put the spacers on. Make sure to torque it to spec. Okay. I mean, it's respectable. Obviously it needs to go on the ground. I would like a bit more poke. I want camber. I am very in your face with a camber, as you can tell. That's my fitment. But this is my daily, so I also can't get carried away. But I hate the sidewalls. But we got one wheel on. We got 3 more to go. Let's do this. Alright, and before I put the rear wheels on, there's something I've been meaning to do for so long, is to get rid of these grandpa flaps here.
What did he say?
I think it's just the ADM models that come like that, or the luxury models, I don't know, but regardless, it looks absolutely terrible, and now that we're Stan Stars, we can't have these. It's just gonna kill our vibe, so it's just 3 bolts here, and as you can see, the plastic is absolutely faded anyway, so it's no loss, but I'm very curious to see what is inside of. Oh. Hey Liam, you want some food?
Oh, hell yeah. Oh, that's tasty. Ooh. No.
Alright, moment of truth. Definitely lower. So I ended up raising the fronts a little bit, but we didn't touch the rears. So it's drivable. Obviously coilovers need to settle, so we'll take it for a bit of a drive and then see what it looks like. But I want to take it out in the driveway first. Alright, we're in the S14 now. I look absolutely filthy. Gonna take it for a test drive, see if anything rubs. Has no alignment, but I want to let the coilovers settle before I do that anyway, so yeah, let's see how it goes. So we're feeling for any rubbing. Here we'll go for a hard turn. Basically lock to lock. Doesn't feel too bad, doesn't feel too bad. God, this car's slow. Yep, that's lock to lock. We're not rubbing. I'm happy with that. I can hear my brakes though, they're definitely grabbing. So I am going to call that a successful drive. Yeah, definitely going to lower it. Definitely going to lower it in the rear a bit more too. Fitment wise, yeah, look at that. It needs a lot more. Actually, when I lower it, it'll camber in naturally, actually. The rear S-chassis things, when you lower them, they have their natural camber. But yeah, when this thing's low, it's gonna be good. And the best thing about it is it's still plastic rear bumper, plastic side skirts, plastic front bumper. So I can scrape on stuff, so it's good for daily. And even just taking off those little mud flaps that are on it have changed the look of the car. It kind of looks like a street car now, so I'm very happy with that. So Matsuri's on, I'm gonna go check that out now. I'm probably gonna muck around with this tomorrow with the fitment, to lower it a bit. We're gonna take it for a drive to Matsuri, let the coilover settle a bit, and then muck around with the height a bit more tomorrow. So I'll pick up the camera tomorrow. I'm not gonna film Matsuri, I am so tired. I'm gonna have a shower and I'm gonna go there. So see you tomorrow.
The next day.
Alright, so it's the next day. I've just been in my little garage space mucking around, doing heights and camber. So what I did was I lowered the front a little bit because I actually raced it a bit because I thought it was going to be too low, but it turned out that it was basically perfect. So I ended up lowering it a bit more than the factory height that the MCAs came with, and then I added a bit more camber with the camber bolts. That's a great idea. So yeah, the car is out in the street now, and I'll show you guys what its final look for now will look like. So I'm actually so happy with how this turned out. This is literally like my first time seeing it with the heights done, the camber done, and just, yeah, just soaking it in right now. This car has been giving me hell. A lot of things have been giving me hell, and this just feels like a nice little win. Again, this car was supposed to just sit in the shed until I was ready to do it. I wanted to do everything at once. I wanted to get it all painted, wanted to fix everything that was wrong with it. And then when I brought it onto the road, everything was done. Didn't go to plan. Nothing in life goes to plan, as I've learnt. And yeah, I'm just literally winging it as I go. But yeah, today feels like a massive win, and a good little update for the 14. So the next thing, this is going to be just my daily for a bit. The rear brake calipers are dragging. I'm going to have to fix that. But we've got Japan coming up soon, so I don't think I've said that on the channel, but next November I'm going to Japan. And yeah, if you're not subscribed to the channel, you should, because I've got something very, very exciting happening. So my fingers are crossed it actually goes through. Yeah, you're not going to want to miss that. So for now, this car will continue to look like it looks like. It looks funny. Look at the paint fade on it. Like, it really doesn't bother me. I don't care what people think about my cars. But yeah, it's really funny just driving around this grandpa spec, paint faded, mismatched panel S14 on Blitzo 3s. The Shiraz, that's actually like my favorite factory color too. But one last thing, I've got this cool little badge here that I've had for this car for a while, genuine Nissan emblem, and I was going to wait until the car was painted again to put it on, but I realized that I can just take it off when I paint the car anyway, and just glue it back on. But yeah, fun fact, my 15 actually has the S14 Series 2 badge, and this is also one, but now they're going to be matching. Gosh, I don't know what to do about this car. Let me know what I should do, if I sell it or drift car or what, but it's giving me lots of headaches. Anyway, so I thought I'm going to end the video by putting this on, and yeah, polish a turd basically. Oh no, you should wait until the car's painted to put on, you should do that, don't do it. Don't care. Yep, very professional. You can tell that I did this on the one go. Damn. Damn. Change the car. Nah, not really. Look at the bonnet, it's so paint faded. You can tell where the sun was coming in where it was parked up for years. Like this paint here is really mint and then it's just faded. But yeah, cool. All right. I think I'm gonna end the video there, but I am so happy with how this turned out. It's a nice little win for once. So like I said before, if you haven't already, don't forget to subscribe, like and comment if you can. It helps a lot. It never gets easier saying that. It's embarrassing, but it means the world. We're at like 1,400 subs at the moment, so I appreciate that because yeah, I don't think I mentioned it once I got over 1,000 subs, so that's cool. And yeah, Japan content coming soon. Sorry I've been slack. I apologize. I just had a lot going on, but I'm back. So subscribe, stay tuned for more content, and probably see you in Japan.